tuned into Gila Nehemia, Sacred Erotic Poetry, Sacred Sexuality, and Ascension podcast. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you for joining. Today is December 11th. So, whenever you listen to this, it's completely divine. Before I get into this amazing 1212 energy that we're going to be talking about today, I love to have you close your eyes with me. If you're driving, please don't do this. And we're going to take 3 deep breaths together, and we will breathe into our diaphragm and hold for 3, and then breathe out. And when you breathe in, allow that breath to go all the way up through your crown chakra, and we'll cycle that through 3 times. So let's do it now. I am calling in our guides, our angels, God, Source, Universe, our galactic brothers and sisters, our ancestors from Lyra, Andromeda, Atlantis, Sirius, any of the other galaxies to assist us now in this transmission, in this sharing of our hearts, our calling in our power animals, Great Spirit, Holy Father, Holy Mother, God, to open up into our own divinity and to really help us to see the truth, to release any illusionary stories that we are holding on to at this time, and to open up to our full power. And I'm also calling in Mother Nature, the core of Gaia, the trees, the leaves, the herbs, the insects, the plants, and all that is surrounding us and accompanying us on our path. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Aho, and so it is. Thank you again, and I hope you set an intention of your own as well, or you can pause this and take the time to do that right now. So we are moving into the 1212 energy. So fast, these things are happening. We have just reeled out of that new moon solar eclipse, the new moon in Sagittarius on December 4th. And now it's already 11th, 1 week later, and we are moving into the 1212 energy. It has probably settled in for you a bit before 1212, though it's very important. And we are also in the future after this moving into Venus going into retrograde on the 19th. So a lot of super amazing feelings and stuff happening. So what is that? What does that mean to you? Well, I feel that this is a super amazing time for manifestation. And, when we are really clear, because we have been releasing in the new moon, or you may have been working on that, and stepping into more balance. And this is also in preparation for the 2022 year of balance. It is 6. 2 plus 2 plus 2 is equals 6. So it's a 6 year. We were just moving out of a 5 year great change. So we're moving into balance in all ways of our life. And so these these moments, or these, auspicious days and things, energies that are happening, are actually assisting us into going further into balance. So what exactly should you expect? Well, it's up to you, of course. This is all consciousness, conscious awareness, and anything that we're desiring is desiring us. What you're seeking is seeking you, said by Rumi. And the more that you follow your intuition and allow yourself to take that next step, it's going to assist you. And sometimes that means just sitting in the present moment, Before I go there, I was going to share a poem with you that I'm actually writing at this moment. So you're part of the creation, and what better way to do this on a 1212 energetic portal, because it is an opening. And as we have let go, we are really, grounding in what we're really desiring. And we may have been desiring this for many years. And though I feel like collectively and individually, it's, we have a lot of clarity at this point. And there's nothing really, there are no real obstacles. It's like sometimes we are in a situation where we want more, but we're still sitting in some place and we don't know how to get there. Well, in actuality, if you've done the work, you have cleared a lot of limiting beliefs, and you're stepping into more of your fullness, of your full divine power, and you're really just consciously creating, which I feel like that's where we're at, many of us. And if you're not there, that's fine. You are where you need to be. And one thing I do want to say that I've been working on as well, that I may have mentioned in my previous podcast, is about forgiveness. Sometimes we're asked always, not sometimes, we're asked always to forgive ourselves, because very frequently, those of us who are like any of us, it doesn't matter, high achievers, wherever you are in your scale, there is no scale, right? We're always like, we just are. So we are hard on ourselves. We should be XYZ, and that's why we get depressed. That's why we're like, oh man, how did I not know this? Like, how couldn't I stop this? Like addiction or whatever it is. An addiction could just be eating a food, or just like not getting up in the morning, and because you don't want to face your life, like there's various forms of addiction. So not to fret, not to get upset, because you are where you need to be, and everything is happening in divine timing. And if you are, like on the fence about letting go of something, or you're just like, I'm so done, I don't know what to do, and you still feel like you keep doing the same thing, you're still on the hamster wheel. Well, it just takes one action, or sometimes just completely letting go and not worrying about something, and just saying, okay, it is what it is. I'll do what I need to do, and then I just leave it to God, or I just leave it to the universe to decide for me. And even that statement in and of itself can be very, very powerful. And also to just forgive yourself for whatever it is that you're hard on yourself on, whether it's like, I don't know, like living in an illusion. I think this is a big part. So I put it in the intention. Sometimes we live in a dream, and it's not because we don't want to live in reality. We want to. Yet a part of us really, really hopes and desires for this one thing to happen for us. It could be like that you move out of your current house to move into a bigger house, or it could be that relationship, or that career move, or that coaching business that you're starting, or the spiritual, meditation that you're desiring to do. It could be anything. And if it hasn't happened yet, just relax and say, everything's happening in divine timing, because putting pressure on yourself is not going to make it happen more. And I know you've probably heard this before, working harder doesn't actually make things materialize. What does make things materialize is to actually feel that you can have it, believe that you can have it. It's do be have. Be do have, or whatever that is. It's basically, it's like you're in the being of it, and then you take the inspired action, and then you have it. So it's be do have, I believe. So like when you can really feel it, and I had been trying to do this in 2019, and I'm mastering it right now. I am just like, because I see things happening in my physical life, that is something that I've been wanting to have happen for many years. So that's why I'm saying that, everything happens in its own time. And sometimes, especially now, I feel like many of us are needing to take care of our own business, take care of our finances, take care of our families, take care of our inner world or inner child, our inner self love, our self love, because we're preparing ourselves for something more, but we need to, like, it's like you need to clean up before you move, right? You need to actually pack all your things before you move to your new house. And that's where I think we are. We need to take care of our own stuff. That could be abandonment issues, that could be, self-love issues, issues about people not caring for you, or always not being worthy, not being enough. I mean, these are really big things, and these have been consistently happening for many of us for generations. So, be compassionate because you're working really, really hard. It's important, you might feel like, well, that's really great. And it's important to have these pep talks with yourself every day, to just remind yourself to have a gratefulness practice, just to say thank you for all that you have, because so much is going to continue to happen for you. And the more that you're thankful and you're grateful for yourself, the more really does happen. And so this is in preparation because for 1212 we are asked to really be clear about our intentions. What are we desiring for this month, this year, this day? And the more that you can feel that you have it, and then you're going to see that you have to take an inspired action, and you are going to have it. It's going to be there for you effortlessly. You're not going to have to work hard, and you're going to have to be present with yourself. So that takes me to our next my poem. I don't have a title yet, so I will have a title in Medium soon. I'm back on Medium, and I will be posting also in my on my website, so in both places. It begins. Warm under the covers, unfolding in the present moment, at one with her ever evolving body, at one with her love of herself. Empty of her thoughts, no regrets, only her breath, the silence and the all-encompassing sounds around her. Finally at peace with all that is, consistently in the meditation of emptiness, releasing all cords and energy, alignment in her heart. So I feel like the theme here is being present and empty. And the more that we're present and empty at every moment, then we have filled our cup. And not to say that our cup is not full. And this was an important message somebody, actually a client, shared with me this week. When we're so full of our own cup, sometimes we're not allowing other ideas and perspectives to come into our consciousness. And when we're empty, and that's a very feminine energy of emptiness. And I'm not talking about being a woman or a man. I'm just saying the feminine energy of emptiness is like just releasing all that is and just being. Because when we're full of our thoughts, right, we cannot actually see the miracles happening around us. When we're full of our own sadness, we can't see the happiness that people are bestowing upon us. We can't see the blessings. So the more that you can empty yourself of anything that is, just empty yourself, period, just empty. It's like an empty cup. Do you see it half full or half empty? Like, how do you see it? And when I'm using the word empty, I'm not saying it's of a lack, like you don't have. It's just opening to receive. It's really a different way of looking at the word. And I did this a lot with my Divine Feminine Healer when I started this path over 4 years ago. And it was really like she'd tell me to be like empty. And I was like, what does that mean? And then I did meditation when I went to India with my children. And it was about being emptying yourself of your thoughts, right? Like a meditation, if you're thinking about something, it's really hard to meditate. Or even if you're in nature, or you're with your lover or your children, like when you're still thinking about something and you're with someone you love, you cannot be present with them. It is almost impossible. And even if you share your thoughts with them, if you're continuing to think about that, or let's just say you're making love with your partner, And you're like wondering, oh, is he or she really loving this? Am I doing a good job? Like we are still not empty. We're not allowing ourselves to receive the experience. And every moment is an experience. It can be just being in your bed. That is a moment of experience. Every second, every bit of that is an experience. And the more that we're open to our experiences, we're also open to what we are receiving from the divine. We are getting divine downloads at that very moment. We may be looking at the clouds, or we may be just like loving the warmth of our beds, or just feeling really safe in our bodies, or feeling really like full of our own love, and just realizing that and allowing it to pass and say, okay, I'm open to the next moment. I feel this wonderful feeling and I'm open to the next moment, or I'm open to this moment. Then you're in the present, you're open to this moment, whatever that brings you. Whatever that brings you. This morning I woke up and my dog came to me, and she usually comes to me at 6 o'clock in the morning, and it's on a Saturday, so I usually don't like to let her out because then she wakes everybody up because she goes out and she barks. And today I was like, wait, oh, whoa, like I was kissing her and I was petting her, and I said, wait, what time is it? And then I looked and it was 8. And I was like, oh, great. I can let her out now. It's 8. So I don't know if she came in earlier. I don't know what happened because I was asleep. Though that was a beautiful awakening, a way to wake up in the morning. And it was soft. It was loving, it was kind, it was compassionate, and it was just perfect. And I allowed myself to receive that. I didn't get mad at her. I was like, wait, no, maybe not now. And then I just opened up to it. It's like allowing myself to just be in the moment. And then, not knowing, thinking about a possibility, but then just being open to what is and allowing that to come through. And you probably do this unknowingly all the time. So, what are some ways to, I'm going to give you some tips. And I know in the past I've talked about anxiety, and that could also be something that could stop many of us from stepping into more presence. So, what can we do, if our thoughts are overwhelming us? Um, Take the time to just, enjoy yourself, like really enjoy yourself, a laugh, be completely with, as I said earlier, with a person you love or people you love, enjoy the moment. Enjoy the moment with your dogs or your cats or your animals. Enjoy the moment that you have with yourself. Schedule time just to be alone. Just to be alone with yourself every day, at least for 30 minutes, so that you can just, feel into what is it that you're really desiring and let go of your thoughts. And so this is hard, right? How do we let go of our thoughts? Our thoughts are our stories. Our thoughts are our patterns. Our thoughts are sometimes of our resistance. Sometimes our thoughts of berating ourselves, like, oh my God, I can't believe I did blah, 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 blah. You know what? Take a breath. It's always good. Take a breath, drink a lot of water, and just do breathing exercises. So I have many that I know. It is a little bit hard to do on a podcast, though. I will say that, just the deep breathing that we did in the beginning, you can continue to do that breath. You can move your body as in a kind of wave-like motion, and breathe. That's more of an orgasmic breathing, and that could be really helpful. And it can also get you to feel really good about yourself. Doing it in front of the mirror is totally helpful. Like we can even do it right now. So you're basically moving your hands, you're moving your body, and you're breathing with it. So, as if you're making love, right? So, we'll do that, especially important for this particular podcast. Where we're going to move into the sexiness in the future podcast and today. So, let's do it now. And you can just listen to me. And if you want to learn more, definitely connect with me and I'll show you how to do it. So, you just breathe in and you breathe out. So, it goes like this. I'll do it, I don't know, 5 times, something like that. And that felt really good. It felt really good to do that. And I'm sure it felt good to hear it, and it'll feel good to do it as well. And when you're looking at yourself also, it feels really, really good. It feels really like you get turned on. And sometimes you don't get turned on. Sometimes I was just like actually relaxing in it when I was doing it right now. And it's a really nice breath to take, and you could do it anywhere. Or if you feel self-conscious, you could do it in your room, or in the bathroom, if you're at work. So that's just a way to like let go, right? After having a really, really connecting with your partner, you feel really good about yourself. You feel like you're on another planet sometimes, depending on the connection that you have. And you can have that on your own. You don't have to have a partner, or even if you have a partner, you can do it with them or you can do it separately, to connect to the moment. There's so many things you can do with this. And and just like drinking water is not to be underrated. It's so important. It's important to clean out our gut. Really, really super important. So, if you're really into water, you may want to get like, make sure that you have filtered water or distilled water. I just use regular water, and especially now because it's raining a lot, I feel like the water is clean. And you know, I have my ups and downs with water. Like I need to drink more, and I notice that my body needs more. And the more is the time that I just drink a lot, and I don't even eat much, or I just eat like maybe raw foods mostly during the day, and maybe have one cooked meal. Like I feel really good. I feel really, really good. I feel really light. And that's the thing. Like, how can we feel lighter in our bodies? It's something that you need to ask yourself. I'm not asking you to change your diet, but I am asking you to include more water in your diet, to flush out toxins, to flush out negative energies. It can actually help you to flush out your thoughts by drinking water because it cleans your body. And part of that is also in your cells, part of this body wisdom. So coming back to 1212, why is all this important? As we cleanse ourselves, cleanse our thoughts, cleanse our bodies, we are opening up and really receiving our intentions and having clear minds about what we are desiring. And allowing, by going into the emptiness, we're allowing ourselves to take that next step, whatever that is for us, to help us to become, the whole beings that we are desiring to become, and whatever, again, that means to you. For me, it's a holistic, sovereign being that trusts completely in God and has a really connected relationship to the divine, because I know that I am divine. And if there's any moment that I think that I'm not, that's that's an illusion. And if there's anything that's happening in my life that I feel is not what I want, I am asked to release it or, address it, confront it so that I can actually um, live my dreams, because that is my birthright. So this is my ongoing belief. This is my ongoing value system. That if there's anything or that I am thinking that I am putting myself down, and again, I'm not blaming another. I am taking full responsibility of my actions. And if there's a moment where I feel not enough or not worthy, that's my own story. And I need to release that story in order to really step into my full worthiness, because it's always available to me. So the more that I concentrate on that as my vision, and even, and I even wanted to just touch upon, we'll talk more about it next time, about purpose. And just for a recap, before I go there, is like if you have any anxiety, the breathing will definitely help you. If you're feeling, those feelings of unworthiness, or, not realizing it, but you still kind of are upset about something that's not working out for you, it's time to make a change. And it's time first to, clear your body as much as you can. And that's something that you could do like right away. Right now, you can drink a lot more water and herbal teas, or, maybe reduce your caffeine, things that you feel are crutches for you that are not allowing you to see the truth of whatever that truth is at this moment in time. And, going into purpose, I was interesting. I was reading something somebody said, I think it was on, Yeah, I think it was on like unity consciousness and Christ consciousness. Um, because I believe in both, I am, and whichever you decide that you agree with, that's fantastic. Because the more that we can really just live with the presence of the divine and know that we're always walking with the divine, and that our purpose is, you know, at this moment, and it could be changing in another moment, but it's that we are really whole, and we can do anything. And as long as we set our mind to something specific, like, it's going to happen. And even if it's just like happiness, that could be as specific as you want to get, or it could be, really, really clear details. Wherever, the clearer you are, the better it is, because then it's much easier for it to come to you, because then, you're going to see the next path. Um, and if it's happiness, like just doing something that makes you happy all the time, that makes you feel good. And if that is sometimes stretching you and you're seeing some things that you don't want to see, well, that's time for you to face it as well. So 1212 is an amazing, amazing manifestation portal, and it's also a portal of really connecting into the divine power within and without. So you may be getting a lot of downloads. Write things down, use your creative power, draw, that helps you get the clarity, because we're moving into the solstice, and I believe there's a full moon. There is a full moon in Gemini, and there's an eclipse as well. So there's like so much happening right now. So this is really the time to like just take it all in and be like, yes, I am an amazing being of love, and what's my next step? Where do I want to put that? Where do I want to sow my seeds? Where do I want to plant and ground myself? Because balance is about being grounded and also harnessing the spiritual, as far as I'm concerned. And if this resonates with you, like, connect with me. I have 30% off all of my quantum healing one-on-one sessions up until December 31st. I've extended it, and I've reassessed my packages, my 1 month, my 3 month, and my 6 month programs. So all of that's on my website. I feel like I am making it. I was guided by the divine to reduce my 3 and 6 month program. So it used to be $5,000 and $10,000. Now it is $3,000 and $6,000. So it's a lot more affordable. And I feel like this is also happening because I am being asked to really connect with my soul family. And I don't want any kind of financial issues to be a barrier. So if I'm resonating with you, definitely connect with me. We can make things work, and we're all here now to live in oneness, and I respect you as much as you might respect me. I hope you do, and I really do. I really see that we are all images of the divine, and even if we're not friends, even if we don't talk, even if like you were someone in my life that I no longer talk to, that's listening to this at this point, regardless of our physical situation, I respect you. I do. I respect every being on this planet, and I send love to everyone. And of course, we have to make our own choices and what's good for us. But with all my heart, I wish each and every person and each and every being well, and I only want the best for myself, for my children, for everyone, because when we are living in full unity, like in full like consciousness that we are all beings of love, there is no hate. There just is. We need to take care of our own energies. That's without a doubt. And we need to have our own boundaries. That's really, really important. And we need to wish each other well. Forgiveness is super, super important. It's been a big lesson for me right now. Forgiveness of myself, forgiveness of others, because everyone gets, is abundant. Everyone has unconditional love. Everyone is divine. And there are negative forces out there, and there are people that do some things that are not great. And all I can say is that they too need love, and however they're going to heal themselves and find themselves, that's your own path. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. I'm really glad you tuned in, and I'm sending you so much love, so much, you know, holistic healing energy. I'm encouraging you to breathe and drink a lot of water, take care of your health to help you to empty yourself of things and baggage that you've been holding on to consciously and unconsciously so that you can fully step into this 1212 portal and all the upcoming energetic activations that are right here on the horizon to really help you to change your life if that's something that you're desiring to do. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Aho, and so it is. Namaste, Shanti, Shalom. And before I do end this podcast, let us take 3 deep breaths to close the circle. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sending you so much love. Namaste, Shanti, Shalom.